guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and I have a kind of funny combination of things here today. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this super fun, very fast 5-minute folio that came from Julie, our favorite over at Camellia Crafts Designs. And I actually made my prototype when I followed along with the video from the Magic Forest papers, which I'm going to start using for my big tab bound journal, which is going to be the giveaway for hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is coming up hopefully by about February or March. And so I'm going to show you how to make the structure pretty quickly with this other Christmas themed piece of paper. I'll throw it in my shop for my crafty events coming up here. But I'm going to then go ahead and decorate and fill this one because I haven't actually done anything with it yet. And that will go into the tab bound journal. And so I still have to decide what it is exactly that you guys will need to do, but definitely watching the videos and commenting, subscribing to the YouTube channel, very likely subscribing to my email list will be things that I'm asking for to be entered into the giveaway. So, but I will go through all of that when I do the first tab bound journal video, which should be dropping as the first video of the new year in 2024. So today, right now, we're going to do this fun little project, very quick, very easy. Julie did it in 5 minutes or thereabouts, and it just comes from one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. So you want something probably double-sided. This Christmassy Stamperia set is absolutely stunning, beautiful. I'm very excited to use it. And so this is what it looks like on the inside. It's just a trifold. It folds out, and then it has a side pocket. And I did mine a little bit differently than Julie did hers, just because I had this really nice key image on the inside here, and I didn't want to cover that up. So I did my setup a little differently. So there's a little bit of flexibility in terms of how you do this. This is a belly band here, and actually I don't know if it's gonna, oh yeah, it'll be perfectly wide enough. That's very good. Okay, so that'll get a tag. And then there are 3 pockets. And Julie did hers with the side pocket over here, 1 pocket down here, belly band up here, and then a layered pocket here, or layered pocket here, belly band. So you can kind of mix and match depending on how you want to do it. Okay, so we are going to make the structure out of this guy, and that is mainly some chopping and some folding. So you're going to have to cut 4 inches off the top or bottom. So you'll want to just decide where you want to make your cut. And it's, I think, pretty obvious on mine, where I'm going to cut mine off of the top. So I actually want to go this way because I'm going to cut at 4 inches. Ooh, I'm still going to cut off some of my flower. Too bad. Oh, well. Nothing to be done about it. Okay, so 4 inches off the top. It's too bad they didn't move that down just a little bit. And then you've got this sheet here. You're going to cut 4 inches off one side. And I think I'm going to do that way. And then you're going to take this one and you're going to cut it down the middle. So this is going to become your side pocket. One of these will be your side pocket. They're basically the same. I think, actually, I might use this side for that side pocket, but I'm going to take that one and set it aside for the side pocket. And then the other one is your belly band and your center pocket. And you're going to cut both of these at 3 7/8 inch. And I actually ended up making my belly band a little shorter to fit it exactly right. I don't know if I scored wrong or what happened, but again, there's some flexibility, and you can kind of just work this the way it works for you. So that is just going to get a little bit chopped off of it. And so that is your belly band and your center pocket. And then this guy is going to become 2 pockets. And she cut this off at 3 3/4 so that it'll fit on the inside. Just trim that little bit off. And is that what I used? I did, but mine was a little bigger. Okay. I must have cut this at 3 1/2 the last time. It's going to be a little bit of an issue because of how I did the closure, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So then we're going to cut it in half, which if it's 3 7/8, I don't know. We can eyeball it, and it's okay if one's a little bigger than the other. These are just going to be the layered pockets. Okay, and that's your cutting. So then we're going to score. We're going to score the big piece. So I'm going to use my cutter and just do this my janky way. So we are going to score at 4 inches, and I just take my ruler. It's not the most precise way to score. If you have a scoreboard, you should definitely use that, but it gets the job done. I'm going to score at 4 inches. So I've got my paper at 4, and I'm just going down where the cutting line would be with the back of my X-Acto. And then we're going to do 1/8 before. So I'm going to move it over 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to score again on the outside. Okay, that'll make us a little gusset. And then we're going to go to 8 and score there. I think this is going to take me a little longer than 5 minutes. And then another 1/8 of an inch outside. Okay, and I think that's all of our scoring. I'm going to round the corners on my big guy here before I fold it. And we'll see. My scoring the last time was a little off, and I had to redo the one piece, but I think I got it better this time. Do those folds. Oh, this is such gorgeous paper. I really, really like it. A little fussy on those little bitty folds. I just pinch the edges first and try to get it going that direction. There we go. I'm just going to use my fingers for this fold, and look at that. Isn't that absolutely perfect? Okay, I think it's okay even that the flower was up a little higher. I super love that. Okay, and so then what we're going to do is just ink, because I don't need this to be 5 minutes, and I want this to be inked. Okay, although I filmed almost an hour-long video for you guys yesterday, and I spent the whole night yesterday and evening trying to figure out how to get it. It loads to my flash drive, and then when I try to rotate it, it just gets corrupted. So now I'm trying it in iMovie, which usually never works, so we'll see. I'm gonna get that sucker onto YouTube for you, but probably not before this one goes up. Ooh, I get a sneeze. Okay, that's my outside inked anyway. So let's take a look here at what we have. So we have our side pocket, our belly band, and 3 other pockets. And this interior is all the same, so we can do it however we want. So I'll show you that prototype. So let's take our side pocket first and decide, oh, I don't want to do that because that's what the inside looks like. So I think I will put this one over here. So I'm going to round my corners and punch a notch. We want to punch a notch in the middle of this guy. I wish I had my bigger circle punch. Ooh, and this one actually is busted. It doesn't punch very well. I had this idea that I had a circle punch over here, and I didn't need to move my other one, but that is a fail of a punch. All right, and let's ink that guy too. Make him nice and standing out against that background. This would be very lovely with some light feminine lace on it too. Okay, and we can glue that guy down on this side. And down here. Like that. And then we've got one. Let's see how we want to do this. We want to make sure they fit too, actually, because for whatever reason, mine are not fitting. I don't know what I've done wrong. If I made maybe I made my gusset too big. So I'm gonna cut these down. Maybe on this side, actually. Where is that score line? So that they fit inside this fold here. Yeah, that's it right there. I'm just gonna make a mark so I can see that. And we're gonna come in like this, just about like that. And actually that's good because that'll give me a little piece. That must be where my little piece came from for my closure on the other one. Okay, so save those. You'll want one of those. And then I guess I want this outside corner also rounded on both of these. Maybe the inside too. I'm gonna put like this. And actually what I would really want if I'm gonna punch notches is for them to be in the same place, but I know that that guide doesn't work. This This one's a corner. Let me see what I have for circles. Next to me here. I think I have a really, really huge one. Oh, look at this. Look at me. I have another circle. The advantages of teaching classes. You need a lot of circle punches. Woo! Those have been flying. Okay, so those have their notches. They'll get their ink. And those are gonna go on this bottom over here, like this. So let's just make a little mark about where I want that to go. Oops. Get it centered between the edges and give it a little space there. And make sure it's kind of straight at least, right? I don't want it to be totally wonky. A little wonky is okay. And then this one too. There. I've got a layered pocket. That is super cute. I really want to decorate this. Okay, get rid of our bits. So then we have our belly band and our pocket. So let us round the corners. Actually, firstly, let us find out spacing wise if we've cut this right and this is gonna fit. So that is where it needs to go there. Is that okay on the inside too? I think it is. I think this one's fine. Okay, so around those corners, I think I'm gonna leave these corners straight actually. Just round outside corners on these. Give myself a notch and ink, and that's all my pieces. And the last thing we're gonna do is give it a closure. Julie did not do this, but this is a method I learned from Craft Bake Studio that I really like, and I think it's nice on this project. So let's put our pocket in. Down on the bottom here. And our belly band. Just glue on the sides here. Make sure I am in the right place. Kind of lined up with my guy down here. There. That is the basis for your folio, and then you can just fill it up. And what we're gonna do is find one of our bitty pieces like this that we cut off here. And I think I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't need to be quite that big, especially since I have a skinny ribbon here that I'm gonna use. And that is gonna go, let's give it some ink, even though it's on the back and it really isn't going to get a lot of attention. I'm going to just pull this through here for now like this, and this guy's going to get glued at the top and bottom like a belly band, so that my closure ribbon just slips and slides through there. Then I can decide how long I want it to be to give me a nice bow on the front. This is probably plenty. That's your super quick 5-minute folio. And I am going to actually fill up this one that I made. And if you would rather go and watch and make your own, that is totally fine. You can do that right now because that's it for that project. I'm just going to do a little bit of considering this kind of thing I want in here. I have all these nice cards. Actually, this one matches. I want something different. I need more of the fussy cuts too, and I'm not sure where they are. Let me put this guy in here. Maybe actually make a couple of these into tags, actual tags. Ooh, you know what else? I want with this journal that this paper design goes really well with this kind of stuff. I really, really enjoy that look. Yeah, I think I like the white one in this context. I think I'm going to make it skinnier. Put that on the side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. So you guys can get an idea of what a finished one of these is going to look like. I do sort of wish that I had put one of the pockets over here, but I wanted to keep that open. It's not really working for me now, though. And we'll find something to stick over here too. This little scrap is actually exactly the right size. Maybe I'll stick that to some cardstock. Turn it into a long, just like bookmark style piece. I have this cool paper, goes really well with these. This could make a pocket on here. Ooh, 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 let's do that. Okay. Cut. Oh, I love that already. This journal is going to be so gorgeous, you guys. You are going to want to be in on this giveaway. Okay. That's going to go on there. This guy's going to go on top. Do I want to? About this. Yes. I want to. All right. I'm realizing that if I actually do all of the decorating of this too, this is going to be another monster video that I can't get off my phone. So I'm going to call it a day here. I will show you more of this folio for the tab bound journal in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.